Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Thanksgiving in April. That's why I like to call it when these two teams get together. It's Lynn Glasgow and Lynn English doing battle here very early in the season. English looking to go over 500. They're 1-1. Glasgow looking to get to 500. They're 1-2. Glasgow, very young team. They have, I think, 6 or 7 freshmen, along with a couple of sophomores. So they have a very young team with their new coach, Leon Elwell. Esteban Paula has been at English for a while, coaching. A very nice day for a change. It's not 0 degrees. It's not overcast. We got big blue skies with puffy white clouds, and the sun is shining, and up in the 60s here on the 128th running of the Boston Marathon at the same time. So it's nice to see bright sunshine, and 60 degrees. It's going to get even warmer as the day progresses. Christian Figueroa on the mound for the Rams. It's almost hard to choose between the two. Used to be green and gold for Glasgow and red and gray for English. Now it's black for both of them. The only difference are the hats and the numbers on the back of the shirts. A little bit different. For English, it'll be Guillermo Galva pitching and batting, leading off. Jordan Hernandez will play second and bat second. Kendry Manzanilla, the shortstop, bats third. Playing right field and hitting fourth, Gamaliel Calderon. The first baseman, Gilbert Galva, will hit number 5. Hitting sixth and playing third, Jariel Benzin. The left fielder, Julian Rodriguez, will hit number 7. Elijah Wallace, the center fielder, will hit number 8. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, batting number 9 and catching is Kyle Furlong. A lot of action going on over at main field. There are a few young people having looks like soccer scrimmage. It's not soccer practice because it's not soccer season. Two gorgeous facilities now that they've totally turfed. This Fraser Field is absolutely incredible. And Manning has been turfed for a while. A lot of colleges would like to have these two facilities. So Guillermo Galva will step in, and it'll be pitcher against pitcher as we start off the ball game. We've got a few fans here for a Patriots Day afternoon game. Missing for a ball. A 1 o'clock start with the holiday, and this is school vacation week. So a lot of the games will be early. A few of them will be 10 o'clock. In for a strike. A little delayed call by the umpire. 2-1 the count. Up and in for a ball. That noise you hear is coming from the English dugout. There aren't that many fans here. And Galva draws a walk, leading off the ball game. Jordan Hernandez, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Quick throw over, diving back, Galva. In for a strike. We have to wait a second or two for the umpire to make a call. Runner took off. He got a huge jump, easy steal second base. High and tight for a ball. Missed down the way. Started to go after it, just held up. Strike three called right down the middle. He took it. So Christian Figueroa gets a strikeout, his first for the first out. Henry Manzanillo, the shortstop, is the hitter. High and tight for a ball. Both teams have had games where it's gone 3 hours or more. A lot of runs scored, a lot of walks, a lot of errors. Hit in the air to center field. Virtually in his tracks. One-handed catch by the center fielder, Cabral. That's become the norm now. You watch the pros do it. So the high school kids do it. They do it with one hand. Gamaliel Calderon had a moment here. He hit a grand slam home run to tie the game up in the bottom of the 7th inning. English went on to lose it to Somerville in the 8 innings, but he had a moment. High for a ball. Hit to first base, right? Big hop, Sunday hop for Reynolds, the first baseman. He enjoyed that. So Figueroa gives up a walk, but gets the next 3. English is down in the first. And Glasgow will look to get on the board first. Almani Gerardo, the second baseman, will lead off. Batting second and playing short, Mark Walsh. The right fielder, Roky Brea, will hit third. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Calvin Reynolds. Pitching and batting fifth, Christian Figueroa. Roberto Pena will be the DH. He's hitting for the third baseman, Colin Hart. Catching and batting seventh, Reed Hannabury. The right fielder, Elijah Morin, will hit number 8. At the tail end, the bottom of the order, batting number 9 is the center fielder, Yonil Cabral. Decent little crowd here for a holiday afternoon. Gil McGalva on the mound for the Bulldogs. Vacation week for students, teachers, everybody getting a break. I wondered why the parking lot was jammed. It was hard to get in. And I realized they had the JVs play the first game here. So the JVs got to play here at the Major Diamond Frazier Field. English a little tough this year, trying to find a place to play and practice their softball and baseball because they're completely redoing Memorial Park. So it's shut down. They have to find a different place to practice softball and baseball. And lacrosse too, I guess. Amani Gerardo, pretty good basketball player. High for a ball. Now the noise coming from the other dugout. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it. And he gets hit. So both teams put their leadoff hitter on. English went down 1-2-3 after the hitter got on. Mark Walsh, the shortstop, is the hitter. Popped up back up in the seats. Pitching for a ball. Hit in the gap and left center field. Long run. It's in. They're going to hold the runner at third. Solid shot by Walsh. Split left and center field for a double. Classical has the first threat. Second and third with nobody out for Roki Brea, the right fielder. This is the game you mark on your calendar if you don't win another game all year. This is the game you want to win, English and Classical. A lot of these young guys know each other. They play other sports against each other. They may play sports during the summer. They may be next door neighbors. Swing and a miss. Some of them may be friends while they're not playing against each other. So the rivalry is there. Hit to center field, deep over the center fielder's head. Dead center field. 2 runs are going to score. So a double followed by a triple by Brea. He drilled that one. Dead center field over Wallace's head. So a hit batsman, a double, and a triple. All of a sudden, it's 2-0 with a runner at third and nobody out for Calvin Reynolds, the first baseman. Wide for a ball. So both teams looking for win number 2. Glasgow 1-2, English 1-1. In for a strike. I was about to say wide for a ball, and it was a strike. Boy, that looked like it was 2 feet outside. High for a ball. He was the count of 2. High for a ball. So he was out in front. Now he's got to come in with a pitch. Misses for ball 4. So the first 4 hitters have reached. 2 of them have scored. Christian Figueroa, the pitcher, can help himself. Jumps on the first pitch and lines it in the left field for a base hit. So the first 3 hitters have scored. We have a single, a double, and a triple. If somebody hits a home run, we'll have the cycle in the first inning. We're going to get warm-up action for English. Hit foul to the backstop. So the young classical team has come out swinging the bats. Missing up and in. The runners take off. They don't throw it. So the double steal puts runners at second and third. Check swing, hit it foul up behind home plate. Hits it foul. High for the ball. English with the infield in. That gives the runners, especially the runner at second, huge lead. Just got a piece, stays alive, fouling it back. Swing and a miss. She chased the high pitch. English finally gets an out with the strikeout. Reed Hannaberry, the catcher, will be the hitter. Low for a ball. In for a strike. 1-1 to the Classical catcher. Held up, but it was in anyway, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Time is called. It's a school bus pulling in behind the football stadium, but I don't know why. There's a practice or scrimmage, just people milling around over at Manning, and they didn't need a bus to get the Classical and English kids here. Kind of even at 2. Strike 3 called. So back-to-back strikeouts. Elijah Moore, the right fielder, will be the hitter. He's the 8th hitter in the inning. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, so he strikes out the side. Unfortunately, a little bit late for the Bulldogs. Classical sends 8 to the plate. They get a single, a double, a triple, a hit batsman, a walk, and they turn all of that into a 3-0 lead. So at the end of 1, it's Classical 3, English nothing. Has been staked to a 3-0 lead. And he helped himself with an RBI single. In for a strike. Nice stop by Furlong, the catcher on the pitch down the way. Line shot to right field, drifting back, and a one-handed catch. Nice play by Elijah Bourne. He just drifted back. Looked like he almost took too many steps to his right because he had to lean 1 step back to his left. Picked it with the right hand. A solid shot by Galva, and he winds up on the bench with the first out. Jariel Benson, the third baseman, is the hitter. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chop foul past the English dugout. Count stays 1-2. Just missed outside. Again, it's unusual with the weather we've had. See the big puffy white clouds, blue sky, big sunshine. Chop foul. And for the first time, I'm not wearing gloves in the press box keeping score. We did everything we could to try and stay warm. And nothing worked. It was that cold. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air. They're going to run out of real estate, but it's going to be up in the seats. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Lined in the right field for a base hit. So Benson gets the first hit for the Bulldogs. It'll bring up Julian Rodriguez, the left fielder. In for a strike. Decent little crowd, a few more people coming in. A couple of people with their chairs out in center field. A couple of people sitting in their cars out in right field. Up and away for a ball. Down and away for a ball. So we're underway here on TV 15. LETV. We had a lull. Basketball ended. Chase, that pitch was way up and away. Need a bigger bat to reach that one. And you get to see some of the football, basketball games that were played previous, trying to fill space until we get into this new season, and now we're off and running. High for a ball. So it was nice to be back. I had Time where I was going crazy trying to find something to do. Being busy all the time comes automatic. Then when it stops, you say, where am I? Well, am I supposed to be someplace? The payoff pitch up and coming. Before that, they throw it over to first. Yeah, that's going to be up in the seats. Getting close to a couple of fans. So we'll do it again. The payoff pitch. Foul again with the runner going. Just got a piece. With the runner going, they thought they might catch him. They throw over. Diving back was Benson. Pitching wide for ball 4. Allows English to bring the tying run to home plate. With 1 out, Elijah Wallace, the center fielder. I bragged about that. Sun and blue skies, and all of a sudden there's a couple of black clouds overhead, and the sun has gone away. Way up and in. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. One, two, the count to the Bulldog center fielder. Swing and a miss. It's a big strikeout. Second strikeout for Figueroa. So that first catch in right field, that line shot by Galver is big now. That could have been a big inning for the Bulldogs. Way over the head of Kyle Furlong, the catcher. Top of the order, Gilmer Galver on deck. Stepped away on a pitch, it was way inside and hit it down to that grassy knoll behind first base. So instead of 2-0, it's 1-1. Back to the Glasgow dugout swinging at that pitch. High for a ball. Hope those black clouds are going to move away quickly. Hit off the third baseman. It goes out in the outfield. English is going to score a run. The error extends the inning and gets English on the board. It's like it kind of just ate up the third baseman. Kilmagalva, the pitcher, can help himself. That was like, do I back up and play a big hop? Or do I charge it, short hop? And it just exploded right at him. And it helped English because it deflected out into the outfield, allowed the runner to score. Hit in the air. Everybody going for it. It falls in between the shortstop and the third baseman. The ball was playable. But he couldn't make the play. And Galva gets a life. So here comes that sun again. Swing and a miss, way up, and then he swung right through it. 1-2 the count. Hit in the air again. Long run for the third baseman. Again, it bounces between everybody. Left fielder, shortstop, third baseman. And Galva gets another life. We'll do it again at 1-2. It's really strange, right? All out in the outfield beyond the fence. Blue skies, white clouds, right over the ballpark. A couple of big black clouds. Chris Jettis, a name from the past, coming out to talk to the pitcher. So again, the 1-2 pitch. Hits it solid, but got it way out in front of it and fouls it off again. Once again, out in front, fouls it off. Chase the pitch down the way. It gets tagged out by Hannaberry. So English gets on the board with the error. Figueroa picks up a couple of strikeouts. Gave up his first hit. It's now 3-1 as we move into the bottom half of the second inning. And this is typical New England weather. The sun went away for a while. Now it's as bright as it's been all day. You almost can't see the blue sky. There's so many clouds up there. All the way out. You look over the right field fence, the left field fence, out in foul territory. Huge, mammoth white clouds. Except for a couple of black ones over the field. So English gets one of the runs back. Classical leading at 3-1 as we move into the bottom of the second. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Rams. Yaniel Cabral, Almani Gerardo, Mark Walsh. Classical struck for 3 in the bottom of the first inning. A single, a double, a triple, a hit batsman, a walk. 5 different versions of offense gave them their 3-run cushion. And center fielder Cabral will be the hitter. Galva settled down and struck out the last 3 hitters, but he gave up the 3 runs. Hit in the air, coming on the left fielder, off his glove, the error. Looked like he was coasting to make the play. And he just dropped it. So for inning number 2, like inning number 1, they get the leadoff hitter on, this time with an error. In the first inning, it was a hit batsman. And the hit batsman was Gerardo, who's up at bat now. He got hit and scored the first run. So that was an easy play. The left field just drifting to the ball. And then it just bounced off his glove. Got a great jump, steals second base easily. So Furlong is in scoring position with nobody out. On the corner for a strike. Hit in a gap. Klausker's going to get their run back. It goes all the way to the fence. Around second. Klausker's got their second triple. So they get the run back. They've got their 3-run cushion back. They get their second triple. And it brings a visit out to the mound. So the wheel's turning. English talking defense on the mound. Classical talking offense with base runners and hitters. And we're going to get a change. So now we're going to have two Figueroas pitching. This is Andres Figueroa on the mound. And it's going to be Julian Rodriguez who's coming out. So I believe Galva went to center field. And the center fielder, Wallace, went to left field. So we'll be set. Mark Walsh doubled and scored a run in the first inning. So Classical didn't wait long to get that run back. An error in the outfield and a triple. And now they call a balk. And they have the second run of the inning. Missing inside. Walsh is the shortstop for the Rams. Missing for a ball. Figueroa is a big figure on the mound, well over 6 feet. In for a strike. With Walsh taking all the way. Hit in the left field. Walsh has got his second hit. Walsh is one of those freshmen. We told us that he had 7 of them, 7 freshmen, 2 sophomores. Almost threw it away. Galva at first got a piece of it and knocked it down. Rookie Brera tripled and knocked in 2 runs back in the first inning. Hit foul off the hitter. Figueroa lost his hat. In for a strike. 1-2. Way up for a ball. He's having trouble keeping his hat on. Hit in the air to center field. Drifting back, hit it a long way. Galva tracks it down. So Bray has hit 2 shots, one a triple, one a long fly out. And it brings up Calvin Reynolds, who drew a walk. His one time up in the first inning. In for a strike. Runner was going. Got a good pitch to run on. It was in the turf. And they have a runner at second base with 1 out. Popped up. Shortstop. Just on the edge of the outfield. Makes the play. Two away. Christian Figueroa, the pitcher, will face Andres Figueroa, the pitcher. I don't know if they're related. Could very well be. In for a strike. I remember doing a Thanksgiving game with the Mulcahy brothers. One at classical, one at English. Good curveball, have him backing away. And again, Figueroa loses his hat. So those black clouds have just about gone. We're back to blue skies and white clouds. Off the mound, they're going to have to hurry. Dropped at first base. They threw the ball in the turf. The error on the second baseman. Walsh, who was running, comes around to score. Looks like they made the play to get the out, but they threw it low and bounced it off the first baseman. So 2 errors in the inning. Roberto Pena struck out swinging. Takes the pitch for a strike. Missing up and in. Figueroa's got like a bigger hat. Every time he throws the ball, his hat blows off. Tie it down. In for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. High and away for a ball. So we got our first Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in inning number 2. And Classical has 2 runs in the inning. So deuces all over the place. Curveball hangs up and in. Classical actually has 3 runs. The second 3-run inning. So the runner will be off and running at first. Swing and a miss. They drop it. They finally tag him out. So Classical got 3 in the first. English got a run back. Classical said, we'll see your 1 and we'll raise you a couple as they have their second 3-run inning. We played 2 in this intercity battle. Extreme rivalry between English and Classical. Classical leading English 6-1 going into the third. 2, 3, and 4 for English as we start the third inning. We just found out Classical's trying to make it a sweep for the day. The Classical softball team won big over English. And what a difference a day makes. This is Jordan Hernandez, who was called out on strikes his first trip. Classical, their first game of the season, gave up 17 runs and lost to Everett. In their next 2, they've scored 26 and won 2. And English got a big win with a shutout and then lost a tough game 7-6. And they gave up 14 runs to Classical today. So there's no way of telling how these things turn out. Hernandez is the second baseman. Curveball in for a strike. Good pitch by Figueroa. So he gets Hernandez looking again. Kendry Manzanella flied out to center field. His one trip. In for a strike. So Figueroa started the second inning with a 3-run cushion. He starts the third inning with another 3-run cushion. 6-1 the score. The 0-2 pitch, high for a ball. Pretty good little crowd. People keep coming in. Chased that pitch, it broke down and away. Good pitch by Figueroa. Five strikeouts. He's got 2 in each. 2 in the second. Now he's got 2 here in the third. Gamaliel Calderon bounced to the first baseman in the first inning. In for a strike. Solid shot right at the first baseman. He'll flip to Figueroa for the out. Can't hit any better than that. You just didn't get lucky. He hit a rocket. Reynolds picked it. Good hustle by Figueroa to cover first. And we have our first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Five strikeouts for Figueroa through 3 innings. And Andres Figueroa will start an inning for the first time. He came in relief. Funny day. The sun comes out very strong, then it pops away, then it comes out. Flag is floating a little bit. Seven, 8, and 9 for Classical. As we start at the bottom of the third, Reed Hanbury was called out on strikes in the first inning. Wide for a ball. Down and away, 2-0. In for a strike. Two on the count to the Ram catcher. On the corner. So he went up and in on the corner, now he goes down on the corner. Evens the count at 2. High for a ball. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Chop, foul, past third base. Hit foul the other way, up in the seats. Strikes out, but he's going to reach. The ball gets by the catcher. Hanbury strikes out for the second time, but he winds up reaching. And for the third inning in a row, Classical has the leadoff hitter on without a hit. A hit batsman, an error, and now a strikeout that reaches. So 3 different ways, but they've got the hitter on, leading the inning, 3 straight innings. Elijah Moran struck out swinging his 1 trip. Way wide for a ball. Pops it up. And third baseman catcher collide But the catcher, Furlong, holds on. Benson, the third baseman, almost ran over the catcher. So one away. Yanel Cabral reached on an error on his fly to the outfield was dropped, and he scored a run in the second inning. Down the turf for a ball. In for a strike. We have to wait for the umpire call. High for a ball. I think I'm trying to catch on to the umpire. He says strike first. We can't really hear him. Then the right hand comes up. Foul tip held on to by Furlong. And the count evens at 2. Line shot in the left field for a base hit. Cabral's on for the second time. Glasgow has 2-1 with 1 out for Almani Gerardo, who got hit by a pitch and scored, tripled in a run and scored. So he's 1 for 1, scoring 2 and knocking in a run. High for a ball. High for a ball again. In for a strike. 2-1 the count to the Rams second baseman. And now we got a visit coming out to the mound. So again, the wheel's turning. Runners and hitter talking to the classical coach. English coach talking to pitcher catcher. We're in the bottom half of the third. Classical got 3 in the first, 3 in the second. They've got 2-1 here with 1 out in the third, trying to add to a 6-1 lead. And they have the top of the order up. Tap to short. They're going to have to hurry. They don't get it. They make the error. Gerardo's on for the third time. So a strikeout that reached, a hit, and an error. Load the bases for Glasgow. Mark Walsh is perfect. Doubled and scored. Singled and scored. High and tight for a ball. Hit in the air. Infield fly, automatic out. Shortstop man Zanilla will make the play. So they get Walsh for the first time. And it'll bring up Rocky Brea, who has hit 2 shots. He hit a shot to left center, dead center field, over the center fielder's head for a triple, knocking in 2 and scoring a run. And then he hit a shot right at the center fielder, deep to center field for the out. So he's 1 for 2, knocking in 2 and scoring a run. And the runners are getting way off the bases. Up and away for a ball. He's a good-sized young man, well over 6 feet. Hits it in the air. It's going to come back behind home plate, out of play. Hit in the air. Pop up just the edge of the outfield. Second baseman Hernandez makes the play. So Classical loads the bases, but 3 infield pop-ups. Gets Andres Figueroa. I have to say Andres because there's 2 Figueroas pitching. So Classical's down for the first time without scoring, although they left the bases loaded. We finished 3. Classical 6. English 1. Top of the 4th, it'll be the middle of the order, 5, 6, and 7 for the Bulldogs. Christian Figueroa has given up the 1 run that was unearned. Giving up 1 base hit, he struck out 5. In for a strike. Chased that pitch, it was way up and in, swung right through it. Popped up, he's going to make it up in the seats. Everybody scattered, and one of the guys that scattered almost got hit with the foul ball. He was running away from it, it almost hit him. Swing and a miss. Wilbert Galvo strikes out. He had a shot the first time up to the right field, a line drive that Brea made a nice play on. 6 strikeouts for Figueroa. Jario Benza has the only hit for English. He singled and scored on an infield error. At the time, got English back a little close, 3-1, but then Classical got 3 more in the second to lengthen the gap. In for a strike. Benzin is the third baseman. Swing and a miss. Down and away for a ball. Line shot. He's got his second hit. And it goes right through the wickets, all the way back to the fence. So it's going to be a single and a two-run error, a two-base error. Right fielder tried to scoop it like an infield. It went right through the wickets. Benson scoots around to third with one out. So he's 2 for 2 with the only 2 hits for the Bulldogs. This is Andres Figueroa. He's the pitcher. Hits it a short. The runner at third. Almost out. He didn't go. He waited. He waited till the ball was being thrown to the first baseman. And the ball was almost to the first baseman. We decided to break home. So Figueroa will get an RBI. Benson scores his second run of the game. He waited a long time. He didn't go on the hit. He didn't go on the throw. He waited till the ball was halfway to first base. Then I guess I'll go home. Missing for a ball. Elijah Wallace struck out swinging. So a hit and a two-base error allows English to get on the board with the ground up by Andres Figueroa, the pitcher. Getting the RBI against Christian Figueroa, the pitcher. In for a strike. He started to go to first base. Yep, I said strike 2. Strike 3 called. He started at first base again. They rang him up. So 2 more strikeouts. He's got 2 in every inning except the first. English gets on the board with the hit and the error and the ground out. Seven strikeouts for Figueroa. We're halfway through the ball game. 6-2, Classical over English. And for Classical, it'll be the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 in the bottom of the 4th. Calvin Reynolds walked, popped to the shortstop. That was a major league wild pitch. Sailed high and away to the backstop. Figueroa starting his second inning. Hit to first. Easy play for Gilbert Galva, because there's 2 of them. So one up, one down. Christian Figueroa, the pitcher, singled in a run, reached on an error. High for a ball. Solid shot, but he got way out in front of it and pulled it foul. Again, that sun comes out as strong as it's been all day. Hit solidly right at the shortstop. Nice pick at first base, but he was off the bag. The throw in the turf. Galva tried to tag him. I think that helped the umpire make the call because Galva made a great pick at first base. Looked like it was an out. But then they said he was off the bag and he missed the tag. Jake Desmond will run at first base for Figueroa, who reaches on the error again. That's the second time he's reached on an error. They take the pitch. Out at second base. He bounced the ball. Furlong bounced the ball to second, but they made the tag. So there's 2 outs and nobody on. That one bounces to the backstop. Roberto Pena was DHing for Hart, the third baseman. He struck out twice swinging. Once against Galva, once against Figueroa. Swing and a miss, and this is not Pena. This is Hector Baez. So he's pinch hitting. Way up for a ball. Chased that pitch. So even with the error, they face only 3 hitters with the throw out on the steal at second. We finished 4 in this intercity battle. Classical on top of English 6-2. 9-1-2 for English as we start the 5th inning. Kyle Furlong reached on an error. Here's one trip. In for a strike. Hit to third. They throw it away. So errors have been on both sides. Furlong is on for the second time with an error. His first error brought in the first run. Gil McGalva walked and struck out swinging. Reynolds at first did all he could to try and stretch and make that play, but it wasn't close. That pitch was way up and in. He squared the butt, fouled it to the classical bench. Galva stepped out. He threw the pitch anyway, and it was a ball. Figueroa took a lot of time, so Galva stepped out, but the umpire didn't give him time out. High for the ball. High again for a ball. 3-1 the count. And he loses him. Third walk given up by Figueroa. So an error and a walk put 2 on with nobody out. With Jordan Hernandez, who has been called out on strikes twice. We got warm-up action in the English bullpen. Warm-up action in the classical bullpen has stopped. In for a strike. Foul ball. I was just about to say, I didn't hear him say foul. I was just about to say I thought it was a foul ball because it went off his foot. They was just about to make the play the first one. I was going to say it looked like it went off his foot, and it did, so it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. He gets him for the third time. 8 strikeouts for Figueroa. Henry Manzanillo flies to center, struck out swinging. In for a strike. Line shot to center field. Long run coming in. Nice play by the center fielder, Cabral. Manzanillo hit it well. Cabral took it away for the second out. Clemmer Calderon. Bounced to the first baseman and then hit a shot that was going into right field down the right line. Reynolds made a nice pick, got it to the pitcher Figueroa covering. The play went 3-1, so he's hit the ball hard twice, both times to the first baseman. He's up now with first and second and 2 outs. So the discussion on the mound is over. Where they respect Calderon. The right fielder's almost on the warning track. He is deep out in right field, as is the center fielder. Solid shot to right field for a base hit. The play was going to be a lot closer than I thought. The throw got deflected up the line. Calderon comes up with a big base hit and an RBI. So first and third. Gilbert Galva hit a shot to right field. Debray made a nice play on, and he struck out his last time. Just a little lob, not the good pick throw over the first. Shortstop cuts off the throw as they steal second base. Throw to third. Galva got back. So Ingles would love to get a base hit here and get back in the game. They've cut it to 6-3. They have second and third with 2 outs. Solid shot to center field coming on. He makes the play. What a tremendous play by Cabral out in center field. He'll get an ovation when he comes back. That's going to be 2 runs. He takes it away on a tremendous, picked it off the turf, out in center field. Robs Galva of a couple of RBIs and robs English of getting right back in the game. It's the third out. English got a run back, but they could have got a lot more. The error, again, helps English. All 3 runs are unearned with errors by Klasko. Eight strikeouts by Figueroa. The walk that extended the inning was his third. Gave up his third base hit. Would have given up his fourth, but Cabral took it away. That's an ESPN highlight. Outstanding play by Cabral, who move into the bottom half of the fifth. 8-9-1 for the Rams, holding on to a 6-3 lead. That would have certainly made the last couple of innings interesting if that's a base hit. So instead of 6-5, it's 6-3. Reed Hanbury was called on strikes. Last time up, he struck out swinging, but reached when the ball went to the backstop. Ducks under that pitch. Hanbury is the catcher for Glasgow. In first strike. Way wide, goes to the backstop. Count goes 2-1. Way high for a ball. And that's ball 4. We get a trip to the mound, and that's going to be it for Figueroa. And we're going to get our third pitcher. So Elijah Wallace is coming in from the outfield, and Rodriguez, who was the left fielder, is coming back in the game. Figueroa went in. Rodriguez came out as Galvo went to the outfield, starting pitcher. Now Wallace will come in from the outfield to pitch. Rodriguez will go back in the outfield, and Figueroa will go to the bench. So Glasgow gets a walk to start the 5th inning. Elijah Moran, who was struck out and popped to the catcher, will be the first hitter that Elijah Wallace will face. Again, a nice little crowd here for this Patriots Day afternoon game. We mentioned it. Glasgow girls defeated English girls in softball. That game was early. That one started at 10 o'clock. This baseball game started at 1 o'clock. It's school vacation week, so we'll have a couple of games that'll be starting. I think Glasgow's right back here on Wednesday, and they start at 12 o'clock. But it's just a short week, though, considering that it's vacation week for the baseball team. I think there's only like 3 games. One of the reasons is St. Mary's has gone to South Carolina for their annual trip. The boys baseball and girls basketball, and the boys basketball take a trip down south for a week during vacation. Elijah Moran struck out, popped to the catcher, as I mentioned before. He'll be the first hitter that Wallace faces. So Figueroa struck out 3 and walked the batter. After Galver had walked 1, hit 1, struck out 3. Chase, that pitch was way outside. Oh, this is the right fielder. Off the catcher, that's going to move. The pass ball will move the runner over to second base. So Classical has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Hit foul. Just a little bit to our right. That would have been in the press box. Off the catcher again. That's a wild pitch. Way outside. So walk, a pass ball, and a wild pitch puts a runner at third with nobody out for the Rams. They pull the infield in, the Bulldogs. Hit in the air behind third base. Drifting back. Trying to make the over-the-shoulder catch was Manzanillo. It bounces foul. And Moran will get a life. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. He gets him. You know, Cabral made the big play of the game, picking out in center field the catch with second and third and 2 outs. Denied English a couple of runs. Made the huge play, and I'm not sure what the umpires are discussing now. He's been on base twice. He reached on error and scored and singled. But he made the big play of the game. English would have been within 6-5. The wild pitch is going to score the run. So Handerville kind of walks around. A walk, a pass ball, and 2 wild pitches. So without a hit, Glasgow gets another run. Way down and in, had a little hop, skip, and a jump to get out of the way of that one. Swing and a miss. On the corner for a strike. The 2-2 pitch. Chops it foul behind home plate. Wide for a ball. Hit foul back. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Swing and a miss. So it's either a feast or a famine. 2 strikeouts, but 2 wild pitches. Armani Gerardo got hit by a pitch and scored. Tripled in a run and scored. Reached on an error. So he's been on 3 different ways. Leadoff hitter is the second baseman for Classical as he takes the pitch for a strike. Way up for a ball. Off the pitcher's glove. It's going to be a base hit. Gerardo gets an infield hit. Shortstop Manzanillo was going over towards the second base bag because the ball looked like it was going up the middle. It got deflected by Wallace. So Manzanillo didn't have a play. So Classical has a base runner with 2 outs. In for a strike. Mark Walsh doubled and scored, singled and scored. Popped to the shortstop. 2 for 3, scoring 2. Hit to third. Throw a little bit off, but Galva makes the tag on Walsh. So coming from the third baseman, Benson. Classical gets a hit, but it had nothing to do with the run. They get a run on 1 hit, but the run was a walk, a pass ball, and 2 wild pitches. So Classical adds to their lead. It's now 7-3 Classical as we finished 5 here at Frazier Field. 6, 7, 8 for English as we start the 6th inning. Terrell Benson has singled twice and scored twice. In for a strike. Missed high for a ball. Swing and a miss. In on the hands, he swung right through it. One, 2 the count. Up and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. Hit foul back. And we'll do it again at 3-2. That's ball 4, so he's on it for the 3rd time. 4th walk given up by Figueroa. We got action in the Classical bullpen. Julian Rodriguez was the left fielder. They took They replaced him when they changed pitches. Now he's back in when they changed pitches again. He was up once and walked. High for a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Little lob over the first. Popped up. In foul territory, Calvin Reynolds makes the play for the first out. Bring up Elijah Wallace, who was the center fielder, then the left fielder, and now he's the pitcher. He has struck out twice, one swinging, one called. Swings and misses for strike one. Figueroa's been tough. He's given up 3 runs, but all 3 are unearned errors by Klasko. In for a strike on the inside corner. Quickly, it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gets him for the 3rd time. 9 strikeouts for Figueroa. And Kyle Furlong has been on base twice. Both times he reached on an error. First time, the error brought a run home. Second time, he came around and scored a run. Hit to short. They make the play at first. Long stretch by Reynolds. They had the play at second, but they went to first with it. So Furlong's out for the first time. And English is on their last 3 outs as they're out in the 6th inning. They got the leadoff hitter on. But couldn't do anything else. And it'll be the middle of the order for Klasko 3, 4, and 5. Rolly Brea, Calvin Reynolds, Christian Figueroa to face Elijah Wallace, who'll be starting an inning. Greater Boston League action, even though it's 2 Lynn teams. I still can't get used to English and Klasko playing a league with Chelsea, Medford, Malden, Somerville, Everett. Rocky Brea ripped a triple in a left center field, knocking in 2 and scoring a run. hit a line shot to the center fielder. Last time up, he popped up to the second baseman. So he's 1 for 3 with a run scored and knocked in 2. And he hits it up and back and out of play. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Got his money's worth and swung right through it. Had a duck under that pitch. Popped up. Makes the one-handed catch, reaching over to his right. And that's Gilbert Galva. 1 up, 1 down in the 6th. Calvin Reynolds walked, popped to short, bounced to first. In for a strike. Pitching inside for a ball. In for a strike. 1 and 2. Those black clouds are overhead are totally gone. And it's a beautiful blue sky. Low for a ball. Still a little bit of a breeze. Way wide for a ball. And it's ball 4. Second walk given up by Wallace. Christian Figueroa singled in a run, reached on an error, reached on an error. So he's been on base 3 times. He's got an RBI. And now he's going to be on base again. They try to make the diving catch. It goes by him. They better score because Figueroa's going to third with a triple. They tried to make the shoestring catch. It bounced by them. Figueroa's got his second RBI with a triple. Galva tried to make the shoestring catch out in center field. It bounced by him. Figueroa's on third with a triple. Classical has another run. And I don't know who the hitter is. His number is 40, and he's not on the roster that they gave us. Now he is on the roster. They put his number over to one side. It's Gavin Collins. He's a freshman. Bounces out short to first. So they had the DH hitting for Hart. They had Hector Baez hitting for Pena. And he had Collins hitting for Byers. Reed Handenberry, the catcher, struck out. Struck out again and reached. Walked, reached, and scored. So he's been on base twice. He struck out twice. Glasgow's got 3 triples in the game to go along with a couple of doubles. Off the catcher, that's going to score a run. Wild pitch. Glasgow makes it 9-3. Foul tip held onto by Furlong for the third out. So we're down to the last 3 outs of the game. We finished 6. Glasgow gets 2 more on 1 hit, a big triple by the pitcher Figueroa, and then a wild pitch. And English 3 outs away from going under 500. Glasgow 3 outs away from getting to 500. Glasgow 9, English 3 with an inning left. Top of the order for English as they up for their last effort, trailing 9-3. They're down to the last 3 outs. Hit back to the screen, foul. Chop, foul. Hector Byers is the new pitcher. Hit in the air to left field. Coming on, looked like going back. And it's actually Brendan Owenesian, 12, not 11, as Galva flies out. So Figueroa goes 6, gives up 3 base hits, strikes out 9, gives up 3 runs. All 3 runs were unearned, as Glasgow made a few errors. He also had a triple and a single, knocking in 2 and scoring a run, and was on base 4 times, reaching on 2 errors. This is Eward Beato, who's pinch hitting for Hernandez.
Bless you.
Coaches getting together with the umpires, straightening out the lineup change. As the breeze blows pretty good, the flag is blowing pretty good. The backstop is blowing pretty good too, with that sun shining brightly. Beato had a duck under that pitch.
Bless you.
Hit on the helmet. You could hear that little thud. Henry Manzanello flied to center, struck out swinging, and was involved in the defensive play of the game. He hit a line shot to center field, with runs at second and third, and 2 outs. And Cabral made a tremendous play out in center field, picking it off the turf for the out. If it bounces in, it's going to be 6-5, and if it might go by the center fielder, so no telling what happens after that. Line shot to left field, off the left fielder. So it's a base hit and an error. He got to it, held it to a single, but then dropped it, misplayed it. So Manzanello gets a hit. The runners will move up to second and third on the error. And we've had a few of those on both sides. Camalia Calderon bounced to first, hit a rocket to first that Reynolds picked and pitched to Figueroa, the pitcher at the time, for the out. Last time up, he got a base hit and knocked in a run. So he's 1 for 3. He's hit the ball hard 3 times. High for a ball. We saw English in their first game against Somerville get 5 in the bottom of the 7th to tie the game up. They need 1 more here. They need 6 here for an inning to stay alive. Hard for a ball. In for a strike, taking all the way with the count 3-0. They need base runners. Down to their last 2 outs now. He draws a walk. So the bases are loaded for Gilbert Galva, who was line to right, line to center. In between, he struck out. English looking to delay classical celebration. So after an out, a hit batsman, a hit and a walk have loaded the bases, and Little chin music for Galva as it was way up and in. So that hit batsman hit and walk have loaded the bases along with an outfield error. High for a ball. Warm-up action in the Classical bullpen. In for a strike. High for a ball. 3-1 the count. Gabriel Benzin on deck. Popped up. Long run for the catcher. Can't get there. Great effort. Hannaberry with a great effort. He ran into the backstop. They're checking to make sure he's okay. Trainer, Coach Jettis. Everybody checking on him. He's okay. Great effort by Hannaberry. Running back right to the backstop and ran into the backstop trying to make the play. So the count goes 3-2. On the Bulldog first baseman, Gilbert Galva. The payoff pitch. He hits him. That brings in a run. So the bases are still loaded. Off the catcher and nobody going anywhere. They don't need a run. They need 5. So Benzin has to get on base to bring the tying run to home plate. Up and away for a ball. Up and away for ball 2. English fans getting excited. Classical fans quiet. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. First time in a long time we've been in nothing going on at Manning Field. Way up. Benzin's on for the 4th time. An RBI walk. All of a sudden, the tying run is at home plate. And we're going to get a pitching change. Michael Rathel is the new pitcher First batter he faces will be Julian Rodriguez. Julian was a starting left fielder. He walked his first at bat. He was replaced when they changed pitchers. He came back in when they changed pitchers again. His second time up, he popped to the first baseman. So the Classical fans getting a little edgy. The English fans coming to life a little bit in the seventh inning. Chased that pitch, it was up and in and swung right through it. Hit, bobble, they make the play. Rodriguez will get an RBI. Elian Pena will pinch hit for Wallace. English now their last out. They still have the tying run at home plate. Runs at second and third. Pinch hitter Pena is the eighth hitter in the inning. You only have one base hit. I hit batsman. Two walks. So it's 9-6. Up and in for a ball. In for a strike. That breeze that was cold for a while now has warmed up a little bit. So it's a little bit of a warm breeze. It's blowing. Blowing a lot stronger than it was before. Hit back to the pitcher. Classical fans can finally celebrate. English gives them something to think about. They sent 8 hitters to the plate. They only got one base hit, but they scored 3 runs. And they actually, trailing 9-3, they brought the tying run to home plate. But Raythel comes in and gets the last 2 outs. And Classical will move to 500, 2-2. English will go under 500, 1-2. As Classical wins it 9-6. Classical got 3 in the first inning. Gerardo got hit by a pitch. Wallace doubled in the third. Roki Brea tripled, both of them in. And then Christian Figueroa, the pitcher, singled in a run, and it was 3-0. They got 3 more in the second inning. Cabral reached on an error, scored on a triple by Cabral. Cabral scored on a balk. Wallace got a base hit, stole second, scored on an error to make it 6. English got a run in the second inning. Benson got a base hit. Rodriguez walked, an infield error brought Benson home. They got another run in the fourth. Benson again got a base hit. It went through the right fielder's wickets. He went all the way to third, scored on a ground ball to make it 6-2. They made it 6-3 in the fifth. A walk after 2 outs. Calderon got a base hit. After an error, let Furlong reach. A walk, a base hit by Calderon knocked in the run to make it 6-3. And then the play of the game defensively for Classical, a line shot by Gilbert Galva. Looked like a base hit. Going to score 2, make it 6-5. Yaniel Cabral made a tremendous diving catch, picked it off the turf in center field to end the inning. And that's as close as English would come until the last inning. Classical added a run in the 5th, a walk to Hannaberry. He walked around the bases on a pass ball and 2 wild pitches to make it 7-3. They added 2 in the 6th, a walk to Reynolds, a triple by Figueroa, the 3rd triple in the game. He scored on a wild pitch to make it 9. And then English got a hit batsman, a base hit, a walk. Galva got hit by a pitch to get an RBI for a run. Benson reached on a walk for an RBI, bringing in a run. And then a ground ball to second base by Benson brought in a run to make it 9-6. And then the last out, the ground ball back to the mound, ended the game 9-6 in favor of the Classical Rams. For English, Hernandez scored a run. Manzanello scored a run. Calderon had a single, a walk, knocked in a run, scored a run. Gilbert Galva had an RBI. Gerald Benson was on base 4 times, 2 hits, 2 walks, scored 2, knocked in a run. Andres Figueroa, the pitcher, had an RBI ground out. Rodriguez had an RBI. Kyle Furlong reached base twice on error, scored a run for the Bulldogs. For Classical, Gerardo had got hit by a pitch, tripled, reached on error, single. He was on base 4 times. He scored 2 and knocked in a run. Mark Walsh had a double, a single, scored 2. Roky Brea had a triple, knocking in 2, scored a run. Calvin Reynolds had 2 walks, scored a run. Christian Figueroa, the pitcher, was on base 4 times, 2 errors, had an RBI single, an RBI triple, scored a run. Reed Hanbury was on base twice, scored a run. Yaniel Cabral reached on an error, singled, scored a run, and made that outstanding play in center field to take 2 runs away. The time would have made it a game for English. Outstanding play. Christian Figueroa went 6 innings, gave up only 2 base hits, 3 runs. All 3 runs were unearned. He walked 4, struck out 9, was outstanding on the mound, and the relief pitchers kind of got English back in a little bit. They actually brought down 6 runs. They brought the tying run to home plate, batting 8 in the 7th inning, but came up with only 3, and they come up 3 runs shy. And Classical wins it by a score of 9-6, as English will drop under 500 to 1-2. Classical will go to 500 at 2-2, and Classical sweeps the day with the girls winning the softball game. So Classical here, 9-3. We hope you enjoyed it. 9-6. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.